How we doing today, YouTube? D-Ski from D-Ski Grillz back with another cooking video. And today, we are cooking up the holy grail of barbecue. And you know what that is. That is brisket. Today, folks, we are making 5 USDA prime briskets on the 24 by 84 inch trailer pit by Star Grillz. Folks, I'm so excited about this cook. This will be the first brisket cook on this awesome grill. So I already have the fire in, I have it going. The grill is up to 250 degrees. So let's talk about real quick what we did before we get these babies on this awesome pit. We did 5 USDA prime briskets. We trimmed and we used mustard as a binder, and all we did was traditional kosher salt and 16 mesh black pepper, okay? These babies are full of salt and pepper. This is the way to do it, okay? We don't want to taint the flavor of the beef. We're gonna go on with this. We're gonna keep on rolling with this post oak. I cut up quite a few pieces of post oak. I'll show you that in just a second, but all we're gonna do now is get this baby opened up. If you can see right here, we have nothing but clear smoke because we are burning a clean fire, all right? We are ready to go. Let's get this thing opened up. So what we're gonna do, folks, we're gonna go with the point facing the firebox. Now what we've done, if you remember, we've already proven out that this baby will cook even across, all right? So let's just go bottom rack for everything today. So as you can see, we have 3 briskets on this one grate alone. We'll get it shut down. And what I want to do is put the other 2 on this side. Same thing, we will put the point towards the firebox. All right, folks, so here's what we got going on today. I'm putting them in different locations because I also want to test and see how even this thing cooks throughout the cook. So we have 2 here, 3 on the other side. We'll get together in a couple of hours and check on these babies. So I want to thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay, folks, so we have a small gap right here at the door. This is how we're managing the fire, with the gap right there. And we're starting to burn down, so let's get some fuel in here. Let's get this baby going. So what I want to do now is just leave that door open, all right, because we want to make sure our wood catches, okay? Look how quickly it catches. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Now, I don't know how long I have in between logs, so this is going to be something that we learn as we continue to cook on this thing. I would think that probably every 45 minutes I should come out and add a log. But for right now, we'll just get this thing going, make sure it's burning clean, and then check the temp and just kind of watch it and monitor throughout the day. Beautiful day for brisket, right? The holy grail. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, so only 10 minutes later, I wanted to show you how we're doing as far as evenness of cooking from one end of the chamber to the other, okay? So remember, we have a 7-foot chamber here. Here's how we're tracking right now. We have 210, almost 215 degrees on our first thermometer. And our second one, we are right at around 230, okay? So we're looking at about a 20-degree difference. As this thing starts cooking, it heats up and it evens out even more. Okay? At least that's what I noticed when we did the leg quarters on the first cook. So very excited about it. And what we'll do is we'll monitor and just see if this baby gets closer or if it just stays between that plus or minus 20, okay? Any way it goes, it's an awesome, awesome temperature as long as you can keep it between 225 and maybe 260. Okay, so that's where we want to be. Right now we're looking really good. Again, about 215 is what I see, and around 230. Okay, I'll get back to you guys in about an hour or 2, and we can see how these briskets are coming along. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, folks, we're back. We're only about an hour and 20 minutes into this cook right now. What I did is I just added another log, okay? So what I did is I purchased a log splitter maybe 4 months ago in preparation for this grill coming. And what I had to do was cut some of these larger logs down so I can understand exactly what size log gives me the burn that I want, okay? So that's kind of the test that's happening today. Here's where we're at temperature-wise, okay? We're at around 240 degrees on this side of the grill and right at 225 on this side, okay? So about a 15-degree difference. I'm gonna show you the logs that we have and what I chopped down so you can see what we're working with today. Okay, so there's my logs. This is post oak, all right? And I'll also show you the fire, but we have this kind of all nestled in to get us through this cook today. Okay, so here is the one log that I just added. You see it's catching really well. Now, what I've seen on many other videos when people are doing offset cooking is that they always add a log to the side so it can kind of warm and catch even quicker, okay? So I have a log sitting here. It's gonna stay to the side until I'm ready to add it, all right? So we're gonna get this shut down. We are burning a very clean fire. I'll show you that next. Now, the way I've been running this has been just maybe 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch gap with the door. The intake is totally closed. Let me show you what we're doing as far as clean smoke goes, all right? We are burning a very, very clean fire, all right? So we're right here at the stacks, and as you can see, you see nothing, all right? That's what it's all about. So we'll keep on monitoring this. I'll get back with you guys when it's time to do the first spritz, okay? And that'll be maybe 2 more hours from now. See you guys in a bit. Very excited about this. Gonna keep on working to dial in the 24 by 84 inch trailer pit. But until then, hey, first brisket cook, all kind of excited. We'll get back together in a bit. Okay, folks, we are back. We are about 2 hours into this cook. During this time, folks, I was going through a few things, okay? The first side of the chamber, let me show you what I'm talking about, was at 225. All right, so the first side was at 225, while the other side was at 275. I started freaking out, okay? Now, think about what I told you. I said that we had our door, right? So our firebox door was 1/4 to 1/2 inch open. What I realized during that time is that I was getting a lot of fluctuation. So what I did is I closed the firebox door, and the intake right here, I opened it up halfway. Now see, I know that's gonna stay put. Whereas with the door, it has the opportunity to open a little bit, close a little bit, things like that, okay? Which could fluctuate your temps. Don't know if I'm right yet. That is why we do this test together, right? So we're half open on our intake, and now for the last 25 minutes, look at our temp, okay? We are at 225 to 230 degrees on our first side of the grill. We're gonna come on over, and we are holding exactly true on the other side. I'm telling you folks, this is a what the what moment. Hold on. This is a what the what moment, okay? Because if you can get your grill set like that, and you wanna cook mass briskets, you wanna cook all sorts of things like ribs at the same temperature, that's what you need to understand, okay? So far, that's what we're learning, and I'm very excited about it. So we'll get back together in a minute. It'll be time to spritz. This thing is behaving correctly. Let's check out our smoke and see how that's looking. As you can see, still burning a clean, efficient fire. We'll open up the firebox really quick, see how our wood is looking. It's been about 30 minutes, and maybe time to add another split, okay? So let's do that together as well. This has been too fun. Okay, I'm gonna say it's time to add one right now because I don't want any problems, all right? So here we go. Remember, we have the log sitting on the side right here that's warming. Hopefully it's not too hot to my touch. I don't know. Could be asking for it. It's not. Good. All right, we're gonna go right here on that bed of coals that we have, and let's see how long it takes for it to ignite. Look at that, folks, immediately. That's what the warming of your logs is all about, okay? Instantly, this thing ignites to keep your fire burning. So we're gonna add one more while we're here. Okay, and this will be next on deck, like baseball. All right, and we'll put it right here in that exact same spot to do its thing, all right? Folks, if we get this grill down pat, we're gonna be making legendary barbecue across the Metroplex. Man, it's gonna be some really good things, okay? So we have an awesome fire. I'm gonna get this door shut down. Let's do that. Okay, so our door is shut back down. Our damper is still halfway open. All right, and we're gonna get back together in maybe another hour, and at that time, it'll be time for the first spritz, okay? I'll see you guys in a bit. Really enjoying this cook. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay, folks, we are back. We are about 2.5 hours in. Let's check out how our temps are doing. It's time to do the first spritz, okay? So let's see what we got going on. Okay, so we are holding at around 230 degrees here. And on our other side, we are at around 240. So we got about a 10-degree difference, maybe 235. So we have a 5 to 10 degree difference here. We're gonna go ahead and do our first spritz. I brought my spritz bottle out, so let's go ahead and do that together really quick. Oh yeah, our briskets are coming along well. Look at the beautiful color. These things are looking nice, okay? So let's get in and out as fast as we can. Beautiful red color from that smoke. Okay, I wanna do a good spritz. We're starting to get that fat that's starting to burn down really good as well. I'm gonna come on back out a little more, make sure we get it all. Okay, we'll get this baby shut down. All right, now let's open up the other side and do the same thing there, see how it's coming along. Oh, these briskets are looking wonderful. Not even worrying about checking temps right now. That doesn't even matter. We're only a few hours in, like I said, so we have plenty of time to go. We're just gonna make sure to keep that moisture. We want that fat to continue to render, and that is why the spritzing is so important, okay? Okay, good to go. What we'll do now, folks, is shut her back down, get back together in maybe 2 more hours. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Let's get this thing closed up. You see we have just beautiful cooking going. Again, our fat is starting to render. The color is absolutely amazing. Let's get it shut. And I will see you guys again in about 2 more hours, and we'll start checking internal temps. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay, folks, we're back. We're about 5.5 hours in. We're gonna check on these briskets and see how they're coming along. So let's do that real quick. Now, I've been spritzing every hour. Definitely want you to see how they're coming along. Check it out. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Our fat still is not where we want it. I want to be able to push through the fat with my finger. We're getting close, okay? But you can see we're starting to get that beautiful, beautiful yellow type color on the fat. So it is breaking down well, all right? We'll close this up, check on the other side. Rolling around 250 degrees, looking really good. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. About the same, folks. Beautiful color. Same thing when you're talking about the breakdown of fat, okay? It is starting to get a little bit softer on this side. Maybe we're burning a little bit hotter on this side than the other. The fat is definitely rendering a whole lot better here. What I may do is switch these, put these 3 on the back side and put those 2 over here. But for right now, everything seems to be going well. We'll check internal temps later, but right now I'm looking for a better bark than what we're seeing now. Don't get me wrong, this looks pretty, but I want a little bit more bark before we wrap, okay? So we'll get back together maybe in another hour, hour and a half, then it should be time to wrap. I'll see you guys. All right, folks, we're back. Hour 6. And we're gonna check and see how we are doing right now on this 5 brisket cook. So here's what we got going on. We are at 250 degrees on the chamber on this side. We're gonna back up, bring you in here, see how we're going. And we are roughly at around 260 on this side. So 10 degrees from one end to the next, I can handle that. We're gonna open it up, do another spritz job, and then we will start wrapping, okay? So let's do that together really fast. Yeah, see, our bark is coming along now. That's all I wanted before I did any wrapping. Now, what I did do also, folks, is I went ahead and switched and put the 3 that was in the front to the back and vice versa. Our bark is coming along. This cook is going really, really well. I'm amazed at how well a grill of this size can hold temps and just how easy it is to manage it. So it's doing a wonderful job. All right, we'll close that one up. We're gonna come on the other side, check and see how this one's coming along. Yeah, looking good. Looking good, folks. All right, our color is definitely coming now. I'm gonna pump our spray can. Let's get some more of this goodness on this brisket. We want to keep the brisket as tender as possible, as moist as possible, while our fat breaks down and while our bark gets defined. Okay, so again, we're going for at least another hour before we do anything. I am not in a hurry. I want a beautiful bark. That's what this is all about today. So we'll get back together in another hour, see how we're coming along. See you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, we're back. We are at hour 7, maybe 7.5. Let me show you how this grill is behaving. Look at this, folks. 250, 251 degrees, something of that nature. Let's come over and check out the other side. We're sitting around exactly the same, okay? No variance from one side to the next, okay? This 7-foot pit is burning so efficient, it is unreal. So what we're gonna do now, folks, is pull this out. Let's check on the bark and go ahead and start spritzing again. See, now we're talking, okay? Now we're starting to get the color I want before we wrap. This is absolutely beautiful. We're keeping the moisture. You know this brisket is going to be right because you're controlling your temps. They're even through and through. Very excited about this one. Okay, let's get this shut down. And open up our other side. All right, how are we doing over here? Just the same. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get these spritzed. I want to check and push down on the fat section and see if it's starting to get soft. It's another sign that we're almost ready to wrap. All right, so we can do that really quick. Let me take my glove off. I don't want to get my glove. I don't want my glove to touch the meat. So here we are. Check it out. Getting very tender. Look at that, folks. All right, we'll be wrapping in no time flat. All right, I'll see you guys in about 30 more minutes. And I think we'll be ready to wrap. See you in a bit. All right, folks, so as you can see, we have a makeshift station. No cutting board today. We're outside with the trailer pit. What I'm gonna do is grab one of these briskets, bring it over. We'll do a wrap. You've seen this done many times on DSKI Grills, but I'll wrap one out here for you and just know we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other 5. So look at this, folks. This thing is absolutely amazing, okay? We have on plastic gloves with heat liners. That's the reason I'm able to hold this like this. What I'm gonna do is just sit it down real quick. And what I didn't do is prep the table. So let's prep the table really quick. We are using beef tallow today. All right, we're gonna add that rich flavor to this brisket. And here's what we're doing, folks. We're gonna add a little of the beef tallow across the pink butcher paper, just like you see here. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side. And then we're going face down with the brisket. Just like that, okay? All right, let's move this to the side. Make sure we can do the wrapping real quick. I'll move this to the side. We'll get back together in just a second. Okay, folks, so here is the wrapping process. We have the beef tallow. We have meat side down. We're gonna do a small wrap right here. All right, the wind is not on our side, but we will overcome that, trust me, okay? We'll do one fold. Oh. Okay, so let's remember right now, folks, that our brisket is fat side up. Okay, so that's the first fold. We're gonna go ahead now, and all we wanna do is turn one side, get a nice crease. Look at that. See, that's behaving right. All right, we're gonna get the other side. Nice crease. Now remember, we are fat side up right now, so let's call it out, okay? All right, fat side down. We'll do a fold right here, and this is how you make it nice and pretty. one more fold, which will be fat side up. Let's make sure we're tight. Here we go. Fat side up. All right. This is our beautiful care package that is ready to go back on the 24 by 84 inch trailer pit. Really excited, folks. We'll get back together when it's time to pull this out, let it rest. We'll be at the cutting board before you know it, checking out the first cook, the holy grail of barbecue, 5 briskets cooked on the 24 by 84 inch trailer pit on D-Ski Grills. I'll meet you guys later at the cutting board. Okay, folks, we are back, and I am so excited to show you the final product of our 5 brisket cook on the 24 by 84 inch Lone Star Grillz trailer pit. Folks, this is the first brisket cook of many more to come. You can see right now what we have on the cutting board. We have 5 beautiful oak smoked prime briskets sitting here, okay? So they came off after 12 hours. I put them in a cooler and let them rest for the last 4 hours. They're sitting here right now. What we're gonna do is cut into one and close this video out. So let's do that right now. All right, folks, here she is. Here she is. The first offset brisket made on D-Ski Grills using that Lone Star trailer pit. Plenty juices here. Still nice and warm. All right, let's get this in the trash really quick. All right, folks, so here's what we got going on here. We have our point right here. We have our flat on this side, all right? So I'm gonna get my hands rinsed off really quick. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and start cutting on our flat first, and then move right into our point. Okay, so let's get going. So we'll start right here on the edge and just start getting this baby cut. Oh, this is gonna be, it's cutting like butter, folks. It's cutting like butter. Our bark is defined. Our smoke ring is ridiculous. I'll bring you in close in just a second. Look at this. Very excited, very excited. Nice slices is what we want here. Trimming the brisket is half the battle as well. So we made it a point to get this brisket trimmed up right, okay? We have pull apart flat, all right? We have a defined smoke ring. All right, let's keep on chopping. And what I'll do also is we'll go ahead and definitely get our point cut as well. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just stop right here. We're gonna go right in the middle, right here. This is about where our flat ends. I'll move this to the side. And what we'll do now is start cutting our point, okay? So let's do that right now. All right, and we're coming sideways and we are going with nice slices for our point. Man, what a nice defined bark. It's maybe one of the best barks I've ever achieved on a brisket. This thing is cutting like butter, folks. Look at this. Look at this brisket, folks. Look at this, okay? Beautiful smoke ring, pull apart goodness, right? We're gonna do the first taste test and I'll let you know what I think, okay? Here we go. I can't believe this bark. I can't believe this bark. This brisket is so tender, it is unreal. Wonderful. Here's our flat. That's how you want it. Let's taste that. The flavor is unreal. I'm so excited how this brisket cook turned out. Really, really looking forward, folks, to doing so much more cooking on that trailer pit. This is the first brisket cook, 5 brisket cook on the 24 by 84 inch trailer pit by Lone Star Grillz. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what D-Ski Grills is up to. And as always, at D-Ski Grills, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and thanks for hanging out with me. Later.